Letter 824, from Pliny to his friend Maximus. Maximus has a great new job. He is going to be in charge of Greece. Pliny gives him advice about how to take this job. He says you have to be really careful and really reverential when you're dealing with Greece, because Greece is where all the laws that we hold dear came from. Okay? My love for you forces not that I teach you, and you don't need a teacher indeed, however, that I advise you so that you hold and you observe what you know, or it would be better not to know it. Think. Look at it this way. You have been sent into the province Achaia, that true and pure Greece, in which first philosophy, literature, even farming is believed to have been invented. Consider that you have been sent to put in order the status of the free states. That is, to men, especially men. To free people, especially free people, who law was given, who the law given from nature have held it by virtue, by merit, by friendship, by treaty, and finally by religion. Okay? And the next is a command. Revere the founding gods and the powers of the gods. Revere the ancient glory. And this old age itself, which in a person would be venerable, in cities is sacred. Let there be among you, or in you, my friend, honor for the ancientness, honor for the great deeds, honor for even the stories. Don't take apart anything from the dignity of each one, anything from the freedom of each one, anything from even the vanity of each one. Hold before your eyes that this is the land which sent laws to us, which gave laws not to defeated people, but to those seeking laws. Have it before your eyes that this is Athens to which you go, that this is Lacedaemon, which is a fancy name for Sparta. It is that which you rule over, from whom it is harsh, fierce, barbaric, to rip away the remaining shadow and the residing name of freedom. you see from doctors, although in adverse health they differ not at all of a slave and of a freedman, nevertheless, freedmen are treated more gently and more mercifully. Remember what each state was, not so that you despise what it lacks to be. May pride, may harshness be away from you. Do not fear contempt. Isn't he hated, the one who neither humble, the one who except humble and dirty holds power, and he who first condemns himself? Power by the criticism of other people practices its power badly. Praise is acquired badly by terror. Love, by far the stronger for obtaining what you want than fear. For fear goes away if you withdraw. Love remains. And the former, that means the thing you mentioned first, which is fear, is turned into hate. The latter, the thing you mentioned second, which is love, is turned into respect. In truth, also, again and again, it is necessary for you to remember, and I'll repeat it, the responsibility of your office, and that it itself be taken care of for you. Such a high quality and of such greatness it is to put in order the status of free city-states. For what is more civil than this order? What is more precious than freedom? To such an extent how base it is if this ordering is turned into upheaval. How base it is if freedom is turned into slavery. It happens that the greatest competition for you is with you. The reputation of your questorship weighs you down. Which very great you carried back from Bithynia. The testimony of our chief weighs you down. Your tribuneship weighs you down. The praetorship and this job itself, given as if a prize, all these things weigh you down. By which all the more it must be striven so that you in Okay, so that not would you seem, you have to go all the way down here for the verb, so that you would not seem more humane, better, more experienced to have been in a faraway province than in one nearby. Not that you would have seemed to be more humane, better, more experienced among servant people than free people, so that you would not seem to be more humane, better, more experienced to have been having been sent not by lot but by wisdom, so that you would not be rough and unknown rather than experienced and good. When it might be to anyone. How often you have heard, how often you have read. It is much worse to lose respect than never to have gotten it, never to have gone after it. I want that you believe these things, which I said in the beginning, that I have written warning, that I've written advising, not teaching, although also teaching. Of course, I am not afraid that I have exceeded the limit in my love. Indeed, it is not dangerous to seem to be too much, because it ought to be the most important. Goodbye.